For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
What's up, Brew Crew? Welcome to your Milwaukee Brewers news channel, the most reliable source for information on our favorite team. This is your host, and today's topic is a hot one, coming straight from the inside at American Family Field. Before we dive headfirst into what could define our season, I need to ask for that support you always give. If you love the Brewers as much as I do and want in-depth analysis and breaking news, subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, because the next few days will be crucial, and I'll be here covering every single move. I'm counting on you. Alright, let's get down to business. The date is July 26th, 2025. We are exactly 5 days away from the MLB trade deadline, and the burning question, the one echoing from the stadium, stands to our Brew Crew group chats is, what are the Milwaukee Brewers gonna do? Are we finally gonna act like the top tier team we are and go get that missing piece for the World Series puzzle? The answer, my friends, appears to be a resounding yes, and this answer comes from the very top. Mark Attanasio, the principal owner of the franchise, has broken his silence, and what he said was music to our ears. In a recent interview on FanDuel Sports Network Wisconsin, Attanasio got straight to the point. He stated that everything is on the table. I'll repeat that, because that sentence carries enormous weight. Everything is on the table. He went even further, and this is the part that makes me most optimistic. Attanasio said, the team is telling us pretty loudly that we should be trying to make it better. This isn't just an owner talking about business. This is a public acknowledgement of the spectacular performance we are witnessing on the field. With a 61-42 record, leading the National League Central, this team isn't just competing, it's dominating. They have earned the right to get reinforcements. They have proven on the field that they are legitimate title contenders, and the front office, it seems, has gotten the message. Attanasio added, and here is the key to the strategy. At this point, you are paying for £1.3 of a season. The money doesn't come into it, it is the prospects. And Matt Arnold and his group will decide what prospects they're willing to let go of. For what players. We have to be judicious, but we also have a chance to do some good things this year. Let's dissect this statement because it's rich with details. First, the money doesn't come into it. For a franchise historically known for its fiscal prudence, hearing this right at the trade deadline is a massive green light for our general manager, Matt Arnold. It means we won't miss out on an impact player over salary concerns. The focus is entirely on talent and fit. Second, and more importantly, it is the prospects. Attanasio is confirming what we analysts and fans already knew. To acquire elite MLB talent, you have to give up future talent. It's the law of the market. And our farm system, my friends, is our greatest asset. Names like shortstop Jesus Made, pitcher Jacob Misiorowski, who has already made a splash with the big league club, catcher Jefferson Quero, and shortstop Cooper Pratt aren't just promises. They are invaluable trade chips that can bring us the reinforcement we need. The big question Matt Arnold and his team must answer is, which of these names, or what combination of them, are we willing to sacrifice for the dream of a title in 2025? The team's need is crystal clear. Despite the fantastic record, our excellent starting rotation, and a bullpen that has been shutting games down, our lineup lacks firepower. We're missing that consistent bat, that slugger capable of changing the game with a single swing. Our offensive numbers are good, but they're not on the same level as the league's elite. And in a playoff series against teams like the Dodgers or the Braves, that difference can be fatal. The position screaming for an upgrade is third base, and the market, fortunately, offers an option that seems tailor-made for us. Eugenio Suarez of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Suarez is a rental, meaning his contract expires at the end of the season. This fits perfectly with the Brewers' philosophy, an immediate impact without a long-term financial commitment. He has the power we lack. With 36 home runs on the season, he has nearly double our leader in that category, Christian Yelich, who has 19. Imagine adding that kind of production to the middle of our lineup. It would be transformative. The cost, of course, would be prospects, and the rebuilding Diamondbacks would certainly be interested in our deep farm system. Attanasio's statement is essentially a public authorization for Matt Arnold to be aggressive. Enough of that buying and selling approach that has so often frustrated us in the past. The Josh Hader trade in 2022, while it brought pieces that are helping us today, left a scar. The feeling was that we took our foot off the gas at the wrong time. Now the situation is different. The team is peaking, the division is within our grasp, and the National League is wide open. A recent 11-game winning streak, including sweeps of the mighty Dodgers, not only put us on top, but also sent a message to the entire league. The Brewers are for real. To ignore this moment, to be overly cautious now, would be an unforgivable strategic mistake. Atanasio knows this, and his words reflect that urgency. The time to act is now. The team on the field has done its part. They have played top-tier baseball, exceeding expectations and showing incredible resilience. Now the ball is in the front office's court. The Brew Crew is watching, the clubhouse is waiting, and the opportunity to make history is knocking at our door. Digging deeper into the strategic implications, the decision to focus on prospects over money puts Matt Arnold in a fascinating yet immensely pressured position. Our farm system is our lifeblood. It's how we built this competitive core. Trading the wrong pieces could compromise our future in the medium to long term. That's why the word judicious used by Atanasio is just as important as everything is on the table. This isn't about a fire sale of prospects at any cost, but about precise surgery on the trade market. The primary target, Eugenio Suarez, makes perfect sense. He fills the power void, plays a position of need, and as a rental, the prospect cost, while significant, wouldn't theoretically require us to give up our number one prospect, Jesus Maide, or perhaps even our most promising arm, Jacob Misiorowski. The trade could revolve around a package involving a prospect from our system's top 10. Perhaps a player like third baseman Brock Wilken or outfielder Joffrey Rodriguez combined with other lower-tiered pieces. It would be a fair price for a player who could be the difference between winning the division and getting knocked out in the wild card, or between advancing in the playoffs and bowing out in the first round. Beyond a power hitter, inside sources around the league suggest the Brewers would also be open to adding a quality backup catcher and a reliever with options, which would give our bullpen more flexibility. This shows that Arnold is thinking not just about one big name, but about strengthening the roster's depth for the grueling final stretch of the season and the intensity of the playoffs. However, we can't be naive. Other teams are also desperate for reinforcements. The Cubs, our direct division rivals, are right on our heels and will certainly be active in the market. The Giants, the Padres, the Phillies, they are all in the hunt and need similar pieces. This creates an auction, and the price could inflate. This is where Matt Arnold's negotiating skills will be put to the test. He has a reputation as one of the smartest executives in baseball, capable of finding value where others don't. The question is, will he have the necessary audacity to close a high-impact deal? Atanasio's statement serves as a vote of confidence, almost an order. The message is clear. Matt, you have my blessing. Go and make this team better. It's also crucial to consider the impact a trade would have on the clubhouse. Bringing in a productive veteran like Suarez sends a powerful message to the players. It shows that the front office believes in them and is willing to do what it takes to win. This injects a new dose of energy and confidence, which could be the missing fuel for a deep October run. William Contreras is having an MVP caliber season. Christian Yelich has rediscovered his form, and young players like Jackson Chourio and Sal Frelick are contributing immensely. Adding another weapon to this arsenal makes our lineup longer, more intimidating, and much tougher for opposing pitchers to navigate, especially in a short series. On the other hand, caution is warranted when we look at our own history. Matt Arnold in his statements always keeps the door open to all possibilities. He recently all but ruled out trading our ace Freddie Peralta, stating that Freddie means the world to our franchise, which was a relief to all of us. This shows he's not going to dismantle the main core. The strategy is to add, not subtract. The challenge is finding the perfect balance between the present and the future. How many years of control over a prospect are worth a real shot at a title right now? That's the million-dollar question that Arnold and his team are debating in the Brewers' war room at this very moment. In summary, Mark Atanasio's statement was not just a procedural comment. It was a call to action. It was the green light that Matt Arnold and the Brew Crew have been waiting for. With the division lead, one of the best records in the league, and a team that plays with passion and determination, the conditions are perfect. The target is identified. an impact bat, preferably at third base, with Eugenio Suarez as the ideal candidate. We have the resources, one of the most respected farm systems in baseball. The will, it now appears, also exists. 5 days remain until the clock runs out. The anticipation is enormous, and the pressure on the front office is at its peak. The main takeaway is this: the Brewers front office, starting with the owner, has signaled that it's ready to invest heavily and go for the title this season. The excuse of financial prudence has been set aside. The focus is entirely on capitalizing on this special moment. Now I want to hear from you, the real Brew Crew. What do you think? Should we go all in on a name like Eugenio Suarez? Which prospects would you be willing to trade for a shot at glory in October? Leave your opinions down in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you for watching. To ensure you don't miss any last-minute updates and detailed analysis on the trade deadline, subscribe to the channel right now and turn on notifications. The countdown has begun. Let's go, Brewers!